if Empire will be able to switch around on them, or Dendy's just going to get out of control.
Definitely, they're gonna get these souls here, just abusing the cogs. Interesting that it hasn't been patched out. I actually saw an even crazier trick with Furion. He would port mid, minute 0. I don't know if you ever seen this trick. He would port mid with the port.
And his trees would take damage.
Trees
denied.
take damage and then send them to SF to take damage.
I recall that. That was like the light mode of this, right? Yeah. This one's just kind of insane. But it's like at the same time, it's like I don't think it's gonna get patched out because it's
been
cute,
in there, yeah.
Right? It's cute. It's not game defining. It gives Shadowfield a good lane.
So long that I don't like. What are they waiting for? If they wanted to patch it out, they could have by now.
Yeah, and it's that case. It's not something that's game breaking. It's not like Necrophos slowly killing Roche.
By the way, it's very interesting how they're starting. So Miposhka, that's a position 5 player, is actually playing this next as position 5, it seems, because he's the one that has nothing, while the Lion is going to run around with boots.
That is a very interesting way to run this.
Yeah, because in my mind, this is what was going to happen. Lion is going to be with Troll, protecting him, while
speaking of Lion,
Tango are going to be top. However,
he's going to take a lot of damage. Lil already doing work with the body blocks.
He has boots, though, so...
It's true, but they can trade quite effectively. I mean, you think about the right-click damage between these two, it's about even. So he'll have to back away.
It's just a bit of trades.
The Ghost Stick? Can he actually get the creeps? Telekinesis is available in 10, so actually Lil could interrupt this.
He's getting the creeps. Even if they interrupt it, he can just use Swashbuckle to get out. Lil is just going to try and deal as much damage as possible. And we were talking about switching things up. Lil is the one playing Rubik, as I said. And LeBron is the one on Dark Willow this game.
Speaking of LeBron, looks like there's going to be dual laning going on. We've patched a few patches in the past clearly here.
This wasn't really happening for a while. And the problem is, for Navi, yeah, they do have those souls, but they're playing against full stuns, so they always have to be on the, they have to be on the lookout for that stun into stun follow-up. They can take too much damage here.
It's true, and you kind of got the scenario where they have to have 2 here on the side of Empire, and Navi is more responsive. They'd rather just have the Shadow Fiend alone. Look at that stun come through, but the roots will stop any chase. He has got the salve as well, so then he'll be absolutely fine here.
Yeah, I really like the Bramble Maze level 1. This spell can lead. The only problem is it was used too soon, so SF did not have raises. They had to use it. Maybe if they saved it for a bit later, they could have followed up the 2 raises into a kill on the Lion.
Those are the catch. You kind of wish that you could leave SF alone till level 3, because if you can get a quick free against this, they are going to lose the lane.
Definitely, but it's just not possible. They've laned in such a way that they're forcing them to be mid with the SF.
Off the bot lane, looks like Troll is running out of mana quickly. In general, making the right move here. Troll doesn't have much mana to work with, but it can do a lot of damage if he hits you with those whirling axes.
Troll is one of those heroes that's kind of self-sustainable if you don't pressure him with a few heroes, right? Clock can kind of do a lot to him if he catches him outside of position. However, on mid,
Yoku, a little bit of trouble here. The telekinesis is there in time. They drag him back into more mazes here. It's just first blood's drawn.
Remember yesterday we were talking about Bramble mazes on high ground?
There it is.
You cast them in such a way that half of the Bramble maze is in the fog. You can't see it. You walk up. You don't know where the things are exactly, where the brambles are, and you just walk into one and find yourself.
And now starts coming out to Dendy, but what can you do? You just have to back away. With LeBron standing, there's no aggression. The creeps were pushing in, but
that's his second salvo already, and
he doesn't mind though.
Like burying in a third one. I believe he does mind the 300 gold spend, but he's still farming. He's still standing there. And
it's also the case. I was gonna say, while this is happening, you've got like more or less free farming. Miposhka in the bot lane. General almost gets it, but no points into the rocket. So Miposhka will live.
He'll live, and you have to remember the things in one of those.
On the back foot, look at that. FN dies here. It's free rotate in, and well,
the bramble and the lift.
I mean, he just disappeared. This is the thing. It feels like Navi's movements are a lot smoother into this mid lane. So far, they've more or less just been babysitting with Yoku there, but they're not getting their second support around the side and looking for these kills. But Miposhka's just too busy having to zone out bot lane.
He's too busy with that. He didn't buy his boots yet, and he doesn't want to let Troll solo versus Clock yet. He's just not there with the items. Maybe when that Aquila is up, he could do it, but not before that. Maybe Aquila phases and he goes away. We have another smoke around mid.
Yes, they have not finished just yet. Navi supports are on the prowl. I mean, this combo has been so strong for them so far. And FN just went to the low ground. This could be big. LeBron coming around the back. There's the crown going down. He's going to try and dodge out the roots. Tail piece is dragged back. And all the raise is interrupted by Yoku. Nice stunts coming up from Vaposhka as well. Denny trying to move away, but the stun does land. He needs to move faster than this. He's taking a lot of right-click damage. He barely survives, but he will. FN needs to run as well. LeBron, he's just trying to find his kill before he dies himself, but he won't be able to. The raise is coming through. Dendy, he can't quite get it. Yoku is safe.
Yep. Very good rotation from Vaposhka and kind of a miscommunication between Lil and Dandy because Lil...
Oh, Lil. Speaking of him, the raise, and now Vaposhka the interruption again, but guess what? You're standing right next to the stun. FN will just back off, and Denny needs to be careful now because FN is chasing through, and they'll be able to get the kill with Vaposhka with his blocks.
Oh,
but FN dies.
FN dies again. FN dies, but it's alright. The SF dies first. Did he actually? He did not.
No, he didn't.
So he got the experience. He got the experience. He was in the range. So yeah, Empire reacting well to this aggression on mid. I believe the lane was going well for Navi, but now they kind of ruined it. Basically what happened a few times, it's not only that Lion or Nyx were interrupting the raises, it's the lift from Rubik. He lifts, and by the time he tosses him back, GSF uses his first raise and it misses because it hits the place where the target was lifted.
That's true. Well, they're going to try and make up for it because they catch Yoku in the mid lane. The lifts are good, and the more roots, and he'll die.
Yoku is definitely an easier kill there. But you aren't losing. On the side of Navi, you're committing 3 people mid, but it's good for them. They're not losing anything because Bango is such a...
I mean, Ghosty can't stay in this lane alone against Crystallize.
No way. Like 100 damage from Crystallize versus 58 of Ghostic.
He'll never trade
600 HP versus 1200. He cannot trade. He can't even last it if he wants to, unless he uses
the swashbuckle.
Yeah, swashbuckle. Yeah, he does. He is getting experience. He is getting some CS. He's 12 to 3. His counterpart on the other side is 15 on clocks.
Yeah, General's got about 200 gold lead over him.
And Vaposhka on bottom, General is actually...
no, he can't.
He didn't decide to use Cox. He used the battery assault.
Oh, he's get a regen rune though. Consolation prize. Manabus, no!
Yeah, he should Cox there to first get him out. It's alright.
It's okay. It's not the worst thing in the world. Vaposhka, the point is, he's back bottom. He rotates mid, but usually it's just reactive, and by then you maybe lose one hero. And Dendy is being left alone a little bit more. LeBron's still lingering around, but he's back and forth at this point. He might start getting active on lanes. In the meantime, the crown's going to go down there. Benny gets ruined on support, and now the raises will get the kill on Yoku. They don't chase for more, though. They let FN live.
The problem is Yoku was coming in, trying to be aggressive, but then he saw the Rubik behind him, and he had to run uphill. Sadly, there was Bramble Maze, and there was nowhere else to go. He just died. At the bottom, though.
Yeah, General, he's caught into Naive here, and he's going to stay on top of him. The barrier assault and the cog come out. Naive needs to escape, but he gets hit up by the cogs, and now the barrier assault's continuing. He can't stand a fight. The Rocket Flare completes the kill.
That's what we were talking about. Like, this clock does so much more than this Pango on offlane, right? You can't leave the troll versus the clock unless the troll gets boots or phases.
Speaking of Pango's lane, looks like Lycan's done with that. He's moving towards the mid lane. He's got the Helmet Dominator now. Wolf form activated. He wants to kill the FN. They're moving right now. They've already fluffed the stun from Yoku. The stomp on it too. There's the runes coming through. They're going to get 2 quick kills as Dendy cleans up and Crystallize. He says, let's push mid tower.
Just a great moment from Crystallize. Getting mid with that first shapeshift with Helmet Dominator completely uncontested. They're just gonna destroy this tower here. Maybe not kill it completely because Reshok is supporting him, but they're all satisfied with it.
He needs to be careful actually because they got the crown again.
FN has to be very careful.
And he's gonna get stomped down. They're just gonna look to control him out as much as possible as they do sack this tower. Can they finish it in time? There's 3 heroes here. Pangolier, he does have level 6. The Royal Thunder is available.
They don't have the ultimate Crystallize, and the nighttime is ending just about now.
Oh, Haste and Ghostic. Can he do anything with it though? LeBron, there's gonna be chased onto, but the root actually hits onto Ghostic. He needs to be careful. The Curse Crown will hit up, but thanks to that haste, he will be able to get away enough.
Perhaps if you roll in Thunder there a bit earlier before he got caught by Bramble Maze, you could have killed the Dark Pillow.
That's true.
It was clutch. It would have been clutch, very unlikely.
Do you know what the big problem here is though? While these movements are happening, it just feels like Navi are dominating the map because what they're now doing is General staying bot lane, he's interrupting Troll, and at the same time, you've now got Lil farming on that Rubik in top lane. Which, you know, it's a support, but if there's a support that uses gold early well, it's a Rubik. A quick blink can really decide a game.
It's great for him. He already has his arcane boots 9 minutes in. This is an awesome Rubik game, and they've rotated well, but this is all, I think, on the back of the fact that Ghostic is wrong.
They find Ghostic, they're going to root him in place. He can't even get his ult off in time. He's going to be stunned and dead.
That's just 2 supports and a creep killing your offering.
I mean, this is the other thing. There's another reason why Lycan's very nice, because what he does do is by about level 6, 7, he goes to the jungle. So it frees up a lane for support.
The pings are angry. Pango is angry.
I can't imagine why. Things not going well for him, but Miposhka is smoked up and leading in Yoko on his way top as well. He's demanding some sort of response to the top lane. But Crystallize, he has the wolf form again. He can deal with him.
It's not going to be super easy for them. And this troll, as long as he's dominated, he can just stop his ultimate. Like, they have every way of dealing with it. Empire has to be really smart.
And then in now, and Crystallize is actually going to use the wolf form of Cal. Nice interruption from the next stun from Yoku. Will stop them from being able to kill him off. And do they go and finish off the tower is the question.
Chuck is forcing him, so...
There you go. They're trying to get the tower to get it. They TP everyone except the troll.
Well, Clock, he says, I'm not done. Or...
I think he is here. They're a little bit stacked, and you're already halfway through the shapeshift.
Right, this is, I think, the first movement that was a little bit... I mean, I understand why General Port is here. If there's a fight, he wants to be here. He wants to help his teammates. However, this is like the first slight mistake by Navi, but they're completely commanding this game, and they're in a good spot.
Like, your mid moving is the biggest deal, because if they get nothing out of it, then they're neglecting the mid lane and usually losing a tower. And Naive is a little bit toggled here. LeBron is invis. Naive just doesn't realize it yet. There it is, this curse crown. He actually dodges out the route, but now he's going to be stunned up anyway. He needs to stand and fight and stay next to Denny so he can't get the raise. Just move away, get it over, and final right click comes through. Nice double stun from Yoku. But where's the follow-up? They're actually going to hit under Willow before she can actually get the terrorize out.
And they don't go for SF though.
They can't, and the hook shot missing Ghosting, but barely.
Well, they did get the troll, and they traded the troll for their position 5, so that's awesome. Again for Navi, completely controlling the pace of the game and doing exactly what they want to do, and it's all their actions have been on point and uncontested because of this pretty weird draft from Empire. I mean, not weird, they just have to wait for this. Yeah, they just have to unconventional, they just have to wait for Ghostic to actually hit his peak with this Pango.
But the biggest problem is while this all happens, they just keep pushing, they're pinging out, they actually see Ghostic, he's stuck here, there's the lift, the raises, he's dead. And now instead of control up Yoku, he can't move away quick enough here. He's frogging up onto General, but the chase through is there. One final right click will do it. They do get the kill, so double kill for Lil there. And this man, he's on his way to a 4-star, and he's almost halfway there already.
Yeah, it's a good item this game. A blink is fine too.
Like, just hit the level 10, of course you take the damage. I think when you get 15, it's usually the feral HP, right? Actually, no, it's got to be cooldown, because shapeshift is available quite often.
Cooldown just because of this shapeshift, nothing else. And we have
mid tower.
Delta mid.
He needs to do some of this. Dendy already knows what's up there because they've got vision, and there is the terrorize coming out. Actually, Fluff, LeBron missed the opportunity. He just used the Bedlam. He's going to stand and fight. The Podka taking a lot of damage, but they will shred through LeBron. And now Ghostic, he does use the wrong thunder, but guess who stole it? Lil is ready to return to the snare. Coming out, and now it's his turn. Pangle is dead as Dendy does the raid. They'll even be able to secure the tower. Meanwhile, Clockwork dives super deep, finds the kill in the FM, the assistance of his scary Wolfman Crystallize. I mean, this guy's having a great game. 6,500 net worth.
They're all having a great game, right? Like,
yeah.
Not one of their heroes is contested in any way. I think the worst time it's for Dark Willow, right? It's not because he's playing badly, it's because they have ways of dealing with her, with the hero itself, right? And he's still doing so well. He's still doing so well with the Dark Willow, even though they countered him with a few heroes. So.
And your troll's still not ready to fight. He's aiming for a Battle Fury, and I'm not even sure if you'll have much of a base left by the time you get it at this rate.
Probably not. Probably not. I mean, once he gets that Battle Fury, what does he want to do? He wants to farm even more. I mean, it's a good item on almost every melee carry right now, right? But I mean, we see you want to get it. You want to get it as soon as possible. This isn't even the worst timing for it, right? But the problem is, it is when you're playing versus Lycan and all your tier 1s are already dead and your mid tier 2 is gone.
I mean, where are you going to farm safe? That's the thing. And looks like they're going to try and create a little bit of a safe buffer. As Empire, 3 of their heroes are smoked up. Supports plus the mid. Can they make anything happen there?
They really have.
Lycan. Now, they were interrupted on the stuns last time, and that's why they couldn't find the kill. But this time, Root was nowhere nearby, and Shapeshift is on cooldown for
They
35
are again
seconds.
reacting so well on Navi.
But Crystallize already knows someone's up, and General is nearby.
They can't kill Crystallize here though, even with
Oh no.
close.
They'll realize that there's no opportunity now, and Miposhka has to back off.
They're just reacting.
General?
Well.
Again, move on to the 4-star forward. There's the Impale, past the Earth Spike, and now the follow-up stun from the Earth Split will allow the kill to occur. And now, guess who's arriving? Lil with that stolen roll and find out the Terrorize in on FN. Stunned in place, and Ghostic, he gets his off perfectly. The Requiem creates some space from Denny. They'll look for the kill. They'll find out on FN already. In the meantime, Ghostic creating a lot of havoc. Lil will survive, and now Ghostic needs to get the hell out. He tries to stand and fight, but the stolen Swashbuckle will help get Ghostic low. Can they actually finish off the kill? He needs to escape. There's 2 seconds trying to bottle up. The right clicks are there, though. Double kill, rather, for Dendi.
This should be Roche for Navi.
Easy Roche.
Easy Roche. They fight around the pit. They win that fight, and it feels so bad for Empire. Like, this is the first action that actually had any success, right? Because they killed the Clock and the Ruby, but they paid amazing price there to be heroes.
Miposhka? I mean, if this works out, no one can criticize him, but that raise, if he gets one more, oh, look, can he pick it up? He snatches it.
Gets it.
But he will give his life for this.
I mean, it's definitely worth it.
And meanwhile, on the side, lying getting pretty low, but they do interrupt LeBron. They will get the kill on Miposhka, but he'll be happy that. Meanwhile, Crystallize look at trying to find some rebuttal. 10 towards Pangolin. Ghostic Ken super low. One more hit should do it. He's dead as well. And they should push on this top tier 2. And Yoku actually went the other way to make his escape. No TP for 45 seconds.
I mean, this movement from Miposhka, still, I don't know when I saw an Invis hero snatch Roche like that.
Oh, hook shot. General, he goes straight on to Naive, and Naive trying to just get away as quick as he can, but the Barry Soul's slowing him down. There's a haste. Can he get his hands on it? He needs to be quick. No! General snatches past, and Dendi gets the kill with a raise. And in the mid lane, there will be a return kill. No, LeBron. LeBron gets FN.
They got that him and Lil alone just destroying.
Oh, the finger, though, comes out from Yoku. He's been waiting around the back still that time. Now LeBron, he's got no mana to work with. He's going to have Shadow Realm, but no mana because of the mana burn. Meanwhile, General does show up. 2 stuns going off there, but can he find a kill? Ghostic is just trying to stop him from using the Royal Thunder. We'll turn on Yoku now. Yoku, as good as dead, secures the kill. And now, Crystallize.
They're all so tanky that it's impossible for Empire to fight and have a good fight. Like, even when they go on these supports, they just lose.
But they waste so much time with this, and at the same time, Lycan's army is just chipping away at your base.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they're wasting time, but Empire can't really do anything about it.
And it's going to get worse because Dendi almost has that BKB now, and at that point, the only thing that's going to scare him is this Troll, but Troll is not very intimidating with just a Battle Fury.
Ah, he's moving in for that BKB. He just needs...
He needs it.
Yeah, almost the whole team. So
yeah, just a few components worth a few thousand gold. It's not... I mean, come on. It's not like a few thousand's a lot.
It's nothing basically, right?
Yeah, it's all about mentality. And Empire's mentality is we need more kills. They're heading top right now. If they could get Lycan, this is a golden kill. He's worth almost 10,000 gold.
Getting Lycan would be huge. Huge!
But once again, Crystallize is suspicious. He knows something's up, but he's going to need to shapeshift very quickly here. There it is. The stun comes through, he gets a shapeshift off, and now it'll just be able to escape. Hook shot coming in, interrupts the ultimate coming out from Ghostic, and they have to retreat. But Crystallize, he wants Miposhka. They can't find that kill. All of them just go TPing out. They will have to leave Ghostic behind. The Terrorizes, no chance of juking out. The Roots there, the Razors, and they do get a kill on the Ghostic. And remember that was Empire's gank.
In no way am I blaming the draft or anything, or the players themselves in Empire, but I'm just saying that their draft is so complicated. It's much harder to make it work, right? Much harder for this Pango to roll and get into position than it is for this Clock to just hook him while he's doing it. They need a couple more items before they actually start even becoming a challenge to Navi, right? They need this blink of Pango. They already got the force on the left back, which is not the item that you want.
They find Miposhka again. There's the BKB from Daniel. At least get the kill on the Nyx. Can he find more though? Just go straight for the tower now. And this is exactly the problem. Like you just said, they got the 4-star from the track, but that's a defensive item. You can't stand in the middle of these fights for even a second, even when BKBs are on cooldown. They'll just work through this tower. They do a lot of damage, but they decide to back off. But Creep Army does start to die.
Yeah,
so
you still don't want to be too eager to push high ground. It's not necessary for Navi. There is
7k lead point.
There's no point there's no point forcing yourself once your necros are dead to go and try and throw your bodies at the tower, and you can just wait, reset when your all your ultimates are up and your BKB is there. So
also good things happening for Navi as they have now just found another kill. Yoku, no escape for him. He will die off, and that reveals the Spirit Vessel. And this is quite worrying for the troll, actually. Even if he does build any sort of lifesteal, well, how are you going to use it?
It's pretty hard for him. I mean, this troll has not, like, his game is not really great. Clock has been killing him left, right, and center. So.
And this is Miposhka again moving towards Crystallize, but he's been looking at this like an all game, and every time it's not worked out.
They just cannot kill him. Even if they go on him.
I mean, look how tanky he is now. 2.2k HP at level 14.
Yeah, this is more like a scouting.
Fantastic. They find him with a hook shot. The Spirit Vessel's on him now. He is as good as dead. They do throw the Terrorize. I'm not sure if it was needed. I guess they were worried about the Rolling Thunder. And now Miposhka, you're spending all this time just watching Crystallize.
Yeah, he's basically a walking board right now. A spy. He goes into these deep areas of the jungle and he finds Lycan, and then he says, look guys, here he is.
Insert mission.
We can do nothing.
Music.
We can do nothing about this, but
you know what
found
it is?
him.
You know what it is? He's just thinking back to days when he used to play carries and all his pubs, and he's sighing. He's going, I wish I was that farm.
The best thing that he could do there is, now I see this courier, is get that courier. Like
He's not going to find it though, at all.
Yeah. He can't get it without his ultimate. I mean, maybe maybe he was looking for a courier he expected a courier go to Lycan or something like that.
Well, they're not going to wait around inside Navi. They move to the high ground. They'll finally get that tier 3, and now they'll look towards the racks. We're going to start with the melee racks, and the Necronomicon creeps are going. How as well is going to be quite quick. Ghosted trying to interrupt it, but not achieving
they're not even committing, right?
Roll is split pushing. Naive is trying to do something, but Clock is already TPing him, which means he has to back off. They do get the melee, and the ranged Rax is almost dead as well. And meanwhile, Naive will be able to TP out successfully.
Yeah, General misses that hook, but it's alright. They traded... I mean, they didn't trade anything. They traded some HP of their tier 2 for the melee Rax on mid, so... really good for Navi again.
And the lead keeps building up to 9k, and this has been a steady gain. Empire, they need to make a move very soon, because if it continues this way, it's going to become an unsurmountable lead.
They are closing down Leshek.
Yep, they find Miposhka. Scouting around a little bit too much. He'll pay the price. Spike Carapace delays the inevitable death that he knows is coming.
It's good. This is actually good for Empire. I mean, it's never good that you lose a hero, but they were eyeing Leshek, actually. They wanted that kill. They wanted the bigger kill, and as a position 5 Nyx, going in, scouting them out, and dying for your carry or for your mid player is definitely worth it.
It was absolutely crucial timing as well, because of course the Strak only recently got that Bloodstone.
Yeah, Bloodstone, and there's a BKB now on Troll. We have the items complete now for... we have the items on Empire. This is where they should fight. However, it's 9:28, and the network... Now it has too many items.
Troll's come around the back. Maybe he can do something naive. Going to go for Lil, but their telekinesis lift is just going to look. He's got the steal and the split up. All could create some space. And they did have to use the Pangolier ult just to get that kill onto him. So
it's fine. Then they also popped his BKB, so they forced to. There we go. As soon as they get items, at least now they can be a challenge to Navi, right? They can.
It doesn't look like much on the
They're
face
not the
of
punching bag any longer, that's all. They can actually return a few hits, so it's going to be a bit more interesting for us that are watching the game.
And, I mean, yeah, that's the thing. Like, these kills, they don't look worth much, but when you're behind like this, anything is worth a lot.
Definitely.
And Miposhka, once again, just being that walking ward. I think his target has to be LeBron now. Like, this Willow's doing so much work.
You see how he's moving. Basically, he realizes that most of them are down there, so...
Oh, Lil.
No, he cannot get the Lil. Not even with...
He's thinking about it.
No, the thing is, he's waiting for the courier. Every time you see someone invis like this, that's in between the whole team of his enemy and their base, means that he's waiting. You see how this courier is flying?
Yeah.
It's always like this. If they're all there, someone is going to use that courier, right? So if you're some Nyx or Bounty Hunter, that's where you want to be.
Well, I think that courier is now bringing some new items. 2 4-stars sitting on here. 1 for Dendi, and I believe it's 1 for General.
Sadly, the Vendetta ran out. You couldn't get the core. Those 4-stars are so good on Navi right now. They can just bail each other out of the danger zone.
They have 3 4-stars, and you just look at how reliant Empire are on the chain stunning. This is fantastic.
Definitely. They could have gotten some more defense items, and so on. But it's alright. Forces are great.
I mean, they're just trying to slow down this push, but at the moment Denny hits for 200, so he just needs to click the tower a few times. It's worthwhile. I wonder if Crystallize just goes straight top when the creep wave pushes in and just looks to split push this.
I think they're just gonna sit behind him, and that's it.
They're pretty confident. I mean, like we said before, they're all very tanky. It's not easy to find a pick off here. And I like the
in front, hitting with the howl and everything. Maybe use Necros too.
Well, supports are smoked up on the back, but they want to move in soon. But these waves keep getting cleared so damn quick.
This is the only problem. It's minute 24 and daylight is there, so...
Lil's moving around. They won't actually go in the base. Like, fine, we'll get better, superior positioning here. Just staying out of range of Ghost.
Lil is there in Sentry, but they do see him. So if he steps a little bit...
This Vendetta, he's trying to see if they have got vision here.
Yeah. Now there
it is.
Now he knows. And I guess now you can just wait for Rush. Go for Rush, make the safer play.
Yeah, it's more logical here. I mean, it's very close to being about 10-15 seconds more than there. So take out the shrine, secure the Roche pit, and Empire. I mean, Poshka's already scouting. Maybe we see another sneaky snatch.
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna let him do it again. However,
I'd be concerned if they did.
I really like how Navi's playing, because they are super patient and they respect their enemies, even though they're winning 28-10. And they have all the control. They really respect Empire. They don't want to go in before, like, they know what they've got, right? They have the BKB on Troll, they have the Bloodstone now on Leshrac, they have the Blink on Pango. Once those items are up, their heroes are actually doing something. They're heroes. And even though Navi is in front, they have these BKBs, they've got everything they need. They still go for Rush first, just to secure themselves.
I mean, you can see how confident Navi are in the scenario, though. Like, they didn't try and speed this Roche up, right? They're taking their time. No Necronomicon, just slow push into it.
Definitely. I don't think that Empire has any ways of actually approaching it and doing a fight around Rush. Even though Pango is so strong around it, they still need a couple more items before they're actually even able to fight anywhere else but on their high ground.
Speaking of that, Pango, he will be going for the Guardian Greaves next, which is quite a nice item. He needs it because of those roots, the control that stops him getting his ultimate off.
Yeah, definitely. Some Greaves or Yules or even Lot's Sword, whatever. He opted for Greaves. It's good for the Tolkien. I don't know if he's gonna get time to make it though.
Oh, Yoku, the hook shot through. General finds him. Yoku's gonna die off straight away. And now they'll also look for Poshka. Your supports are dead. FN. He wants to stand and fight the Terrorites, just juke them out in the meantime, and they're going to work with that Howl active. You'll buy some time with the Glyph, but not very long. The creep army is arriving, and these heroes hit pretty hard. FN getting super low from the Spirit Vessel, has to back up completely. They'll go to work on the racks, and if you do not stop them here, they will go straight for your bot ones. Lil's position perfect again with his Vendetta. He just wants anyone to step forth for a moment. And Gostic moving across now. Lil thought about it, but he's going to stay in this. Looking for a bigger target. Telekinesis hitting on to Naive. Can they hit him up? Oh, the root's not landing, but the cost will. Naive has to use the BKB, and Pangolier with the ult. The cleave from Naive. He's already going to get rid of Rubik. He's trying to chase on the front, but won't be able. He has to stand and fight up against his like it, but can't. Denny's doing way too much damage. Will force FN back, and now the buyback is there from Rubik. He wants to arrive in this fight. They want to finish this game. Gostic is going to be stunned on the spot. They will back out of the base, though, as they have expended a lot at this point.
That Pango ult plus Troll hitting looked so well for a second.
It looked amazing. The cleave
like,
damage was
Can
huge.
they do it, guys? Like, Empire is back.
They were so stacked.
And then, yeah, there is...
Oh, hook shot. He actually hook shot straight in the Nyx, but doesn't realize it. They just go for high ground, dirty standing ground. They'll have the Aegis to lift back. They find the kill on the Yoku. Now they can go to work on the tower. FN try and create some space, but they don't even hit the stun on the Dendi. The Aegis will finally pop as they use the Lightning Storm, but now you need to defend. These are your final racks. Meanwhile, your tier 4s are being attacked, and the Poshka, they hit straight on and Dread throw him a one hit. Half the HP, and GG gets called. But a Lycan sits there and punches your Nyx in two. You know it's done.
Yeah, position 5 Nyx, not the greatest thing ever. Position 4 Lion. Some strange decisions made by Empire.